A ukulele brand I have been dying to look at since they launched last year in the USA. They arrived early 2025 in the UK. I've been lucky enough to get hold of one. Keep watching. Yes, hello, welcome back. Got a ukulele review day as ever. This is the summary video review to accompany that full written review that you'll always find on the website, and you'll see the link to that below this video in the description. There's also some other links down there, how you can play the tunes that I play, how you can help me out by making a donation, Patreon, buy me a coffee, because these are the people that I need to thank every week, because it's the only reason I can be here and do this every week, because I don't get paid by the brands to do paid product adverts for you. This is an independent channel, so my eternal thanks goes to those people. You can also help out for free by subscribing to the YouTube channel. If you hit the bell symbol, if you like my stuff, you'll get notified of new videos that come along. Right, this one, brand, bit of backstory to this one. It's going to take a bit of time to get through. There is a shop, probably the most revered ukulele shop on the planet, called the Ukulele Site in Hawaii, run by Andrew Katakis and his team. Wonderful, wonderful shop. And over the last few years, he's been developing a new shop line. That isn't to say just going and getting something off the peg and sticking the shop name on it, but developing a set of instruments up from the ground up, having spoken to luthiers, having spoken to players, really thinking about it. And they partnered with their friends in Indonesia, in Java, who worked with Pono, Ryan Condon, master luthier, to build these. The series is called Oli, and I've been lucky enough to get one in the UK. This is the Oli L2-BCR. Western cedar top and Indian rosewood back and side baritone. Right, okay, so these instruments originally were USA only, sold at the store, Andrew's store, but many thanks to Alex Beds at Southern Ukulele Store, who was over in Hawaii at Christmas and New Year, I think, or was it Nam, and visited Andrew and got an agreement to bring a bunch of Oli instruments over, which you can get at Southern Ukulele Store and World of Ukes in the UK, this being one of them. Oli line, all very nice solid wood instruments, as I say, developed absolutely from the ground up by a team that really know their ukuleles. They come, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Andrew, 3 tiers. So there's the X-braced bass line, the entry-level one. Then you go up to an L1 series, which increases some of the specs and the bracing, which I'll come on to. And then up to the top of the line, which is the L2 series, which is where this one sits. And then there's some variation within those as well. I've seen a video, I think it was Corey playing it, of this one, the L2-BCR, but with quite a distinct difference, which we'll come on to in the design features when we look at it. So I think there's a lot of variances and play and some very fancy headstock designs, things like that. I'm really rambling, but there's a lot to get through. It's all in the written review as well. Let's get into this one. Solid woods, as I say. Western red cedar for the top. Really straight, very thin grain, very nice tight grain, and as I say, paired with its Indonesian rosewood for the back and sides. Look at that, that is really lovely. Really pretty woods, and a great combination, of course. You've got warmth from cedar, and I think the rosewood here is going to tighten up the frequencies a bit. Yeah, make it a bit snappier sounding. And one thing I did notice about this, which I really like, is this is a real sort of vintage looking shape. It's very skinny from here to here. I really like that. I mean, the trend lately has been these sort of huge based rounded instruments that Flight do and Nui Nui do. This is quite the opposite. This is like a real little vintage sort of fireside guitar shape. And I think all of their scales are like this. I really do like that a lot. I suppose some of that skinniness across the top is extenuated by this armrest, which we'll come on to, but it's a traditional old style shape. The bridge is a tie bar. It's made of ebony. As you can see, it's in really nice condition. It's fitted with a bone saddle with a curve over the top for reasons I will come on to. No complaints with that. The decoration, as I say, well, we've got ebony binding around the top and the back, and you also get this beautiful armrest, which You almost don't even see, but you certainly feel it. I hate these when they look like sticking plaster. That's just really nicely done. But unlike the one, as I said, I saw Corey playing that had black and white, standard black and white purfling to accompany the wooden band into the top, this has turquoise. Now, when I knew this was coming, when Romeo at the Southern Ukulele store said he was sending me this one, I thought, oh, I don't like brightly coloured stuff. But Sus had done this to me before with their Big Island, with those green, pale green back and sides. And then I open the box and go, oh, that's really nice. And I think this is really nice. It's not overly gaudy. There's a bit of a blue around the lighting's terrible for me showing you this, bit of blue around the ebony sound hole ring as well. And there's more blue elsewhere in it. But it's not like blue, it's like subtle pale turquoise, and it is purfling stripes as well. I think it works really, really nicely. You'll also spot side sound port as well. That's trimmed in ebony as well. That's really tidy. Really nice, rather than just cut into the bare wood. The inside, very interesting, very tidy. Notch linings, regular, very skinny, thin back braces. But what this has got that the first entry-level Ollies don't have is that this is lattice braced. Have a look at the pictures on the on my website review. It's not quite that really detailed honeycomb lattice brace that the Pono Master Series went with, but there are, rather than just one big X or one big brace here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they're sort of cross-braced like that. So it's very nice in there. Apparently that increases stiffness on the top, takes weight down a little bit because they're all small and skinny. There we are, you tell me. Very tidy in there. The neck is made of mahogany. It's no joint up at the headstock. Nice sort of veloute carving up here, which I always really like. Stacked heel that is capped in ebony as well. It's finished in a satin rather than a gloss, which makes it really, really slippy on the hands, so that's very nice. It's quite a rounded back profile at the nut, and pretty average, 37mm for a baritone from D to E, 28 from between the strings. 37, sorry, total, 28 from D to E. Probably a little bit on the wider side, but I would like it a bit wider and I'd like it a bit flatter. However, this is a baritone, which I find easier to play with my fat fingers anyway. But also there's another feature on this, and I said that this was curved, so there's the top of the fingerboard. I don't know what the radius dimension is, but there's a very slight curve to the top, which really adds to the comfort. That's really good. More ebony for that fingerboard. I just don't want to knock the ukulele here on the case, which is sat next to me. Nice and dark, also trimmed in blue. The frets, kind of jumbo frets, as I say, with a slight curve over the top. 14 to the body, 20 in total. I love the way the fingerboard sort of overhangs over the sound hole there with the lip. That's really nice and tidy. Asymmetric little thing that I'll come on to. The fret markers are flight style, so they're offsets that also serve as side markers at the same time as facing out at 5th, 7th, 10th, 12th and 15th. Very nice. Nut is bone. The headstock, asymmetric again, but in the opposite way to the end of the fingerboard. So it's got an asymmetric wave, sorry about the reflections. Blue turquoise trim again on that ebony facing, which again I don't think is gaudy. I think it just works. And the Ollie logo is inlaid little wooden blocks. Great. Oh, as good as tuners get. These are GotAUkulele planetary tuners, so they're rear facing, they've got little gears in them, best of both worlds. Rear facing pegs on a baritone, my heart skipped a beat. I love this. You rarely see this on a baritone. When was the last time I saw it? I think it was a Beltona resonator that had put rear-facing pegs on it. I love them on a baritone. They're really good. The strings are Ko-Olau strings, the Aho baritones, which is you get a wound D and a wound G, so 2 wound strings, 2 nylon strings, I believe. And you also get with the 2 series, not a bag, but you get this wonderful, wonderful, really, really good quality hard case. That's an Oahu case. Really nice case with a fabric outer on it. The price. Yeah, they're serious instruments, serious appointments, serious tuners, serious case, serious everything. £1,599 for this one in the UK pricing. Not sure what the American pricing is. Sorry, Andrew. 1599 at Sus. Serious money, serious instrument. To me, though, kind of like the same sort of price as those Pono Master Series high ends or Moonbird Baritone, that kind of price. So I understand the price for something that's made in Indonesia. It's not made in America, not made in Hawaii. But there's a lot going on here. No, it doesn't. At that price, there will be buyers for these. I'm sure there will, because they can't get Moonbirds and stuff like that quickly enough. And this is that sort of territory, isn't it? I love how classy that looks. I love that combination. I love that wood. It's just really nicely done. Feels great. It's not heavy for a baritone. What's this? 890 grams I measured it at. Balances really nicely. I'm looking inside the sound hole there. There is a truss rod as well, an adjustable truss rod, and the sound hole edge is strengthened. I'm just giving you extra little details that I can see inside there. You probably won't be able to. But I think that's really nice to hold. I think it looks great. You don't have to have the blue. They do make one with black, but that's a statement. That's a real statement, I think. Okay, right, now, there's a lot of work went into these, as I say, from Andrew and his team. So he's very, very proud of them. And it would be a crying shame if they were lousy. There's nothing wrong with the build and finish on this one. I did say it's a gloss finish, as you can see, and I can't find anything wrong with it. No pooling at all. Really nice, thin gloss. Just really want to do this justice and make sure. This is the strobe tuner, so we're going in, like thousandths of a percent. For what it's worth. Right, first of all, the volume. It's a baritone and the sustain. Oh my word! It's loud. It's singing. Oh, I can feel it here. I can feel it here. I can feel it on the inside of my arm. I don't like reviewing baritones because I always do the same strum pattern so that you can compare and contrast between the videos, not because I particularly like those tunes. And I don't think they suit a baritone. I think they make them boom a bit, so I'm going to do it, but I think you should sort of really skip forward to the finger picking. Right, it's a warm sounding instrument. Enough of that. It's warm sounding, it's cozy sounding, do you know what I mean? But there is a real kind of snappiness there. Off. That's really nice. This is a really nice. I love the look. I love the finish. I love the build. I love the story. It's wonderful to play. It's so cozy and warm and comforting to listen to. Very, very nice to play. Well done, Andrew and team, and thank you to Alex for getting these over to the UK, because I think there's been a lot of excitement about these over the last year, and I fully understand why now. I've had my hands on one in the flesh. Just really good things about it. Just really nice. The Ollie L2-BCR Baritone with the blue turquoise trim. Yeah, just really good. Very highly recommended. Certainly if you're out there and you're looking at singers and moonbirds and things like that, you would be mad not to have a look at these and put them on your list, because certainly at that table, which is the top table, and I'm really rambling, aren't I? This has been a long review, but what an instrument. Andrew, team, great stuff. Ollie L2-BCR, solid Western red cedar top, solid Indonesian rosewood back and sides. It's a lovely instrument. Thank you very much for watching and tuning in again. Another 2-week break now. I'm just keeping doing those just while I just sort of clear out some work that I've got to do in the day job. But I will be back to you in a fortnight with something quite different and looking rather special. Thanks for your ongoing support. Take care of yourselves in the next week or so, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.